It's a new season and a new chapter in ABC's Monday Night Football, and a lot of changes have fallen on the path of the Denver Broncos, who are looking to build themselves a dynasty. Everything seems to be in place. Wide receivers such as Demaryius Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders that made defenses shake in their boots, and they were always Pro Bowl selections. A defense that made the other team easily think about throwing that ball. But a lot of that's changed. A new face is actually coaching the Denver Broncos. Hometown kid and somebody who used to be a coach at the University of CU Boulder, Vance Joseph. With all these new changes going on, with a new defensive coordinator and pretty much a new everything, how will the Broncos be able to overcome that and continue to build their dynasty? As it is a Super Bowl rematch tonight with the Madden 17 round-robin champion Broncos taking on the Seattle Seahawks on ABC's Monday Night Football. Okay. What a way to open up Monday Night Football. Obviously, the biggest upset yesterday was Cardinals beating the Patriots, believe it or not. Somehow. Kind of a shocker. They're there, and with the Cowboys holding on to a narrow rush of the Washington Redskins.
Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
We have a rematch of Super Bowl 48, Russell Wilson and the Seahawks taking on Dylan Murray and the Broncos as we go to Denver, Colorado. Last Monday in August, it is a hot one here in Denver, Colorado. Lights are on, sun has set. As see the teams in the tunnels, as out comes Tyler Lockett and the Seattle Seahawks facing Von Miller and the Denver Broncos tonight on Monday Night Football. Sebastian Janikowski getting ready to kick off. And former Raider kicker signing with the Seahawks in the offseason, Brett Langley to return. Langley sheds 1, 2, gets a block, and he comes out to about the 23-yard line. Shaquem Griffin was there on the stop. As you see Dylan Murray heading out onto the field. Wow. That's all I'm going to say about that offense. His speed, plus the cannon arm and some of his receivers, plus the undrafted stud in Philip Lindsay, he's excited.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to.
So the Broncos will be starting in a fullback set with Janovich fullback, Cortland Sutton and Emmanuel Sanders flanked to the side, and the undrafted running back, Philip Lindsay, in the backfield. And he's bouncing off some people already, and that is a gain of about 5, I believe. That would be Frank Clark on the stop, as we are going to be highlighting the Broncos offense, and tonight we will be miking up Philip Lindsay will be mic'd up tonight. As we're going to be, the Broncos are in a 2 tight end set. Jake Butt and Jeff Hyman are on the field now. Sutton will go in motion. First down, caught by Cortland Sutton. And that's a first down. And he's taking a page out of Peyton Manning's book. In fact, Dylan Murray actually worked out with Peyton Manning on how to improve his no-huddle offense to tire a weakened Seahawks defense, which has lost a good majority of its members from the Legion of Boom, save for guys like Earl Thomas and Bobby Wagner. Second down and 4. As it's a draw play. Good old read option there. Murray drops back. Screen pass to the back. Lindsey, who reaches for the first, but that's 4th down for the Broncos.
You feel like they saw something on tape.
They're going for it. Kind of curious there.
Or something in that area, but they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchup.
The undrafted running back out of Colorado State, actually a Colorado native, next to Dylan Murray, the quarterback, coming from CU and Colorado State, rivals college town schools. Biggest colleges in the state. Got kids on the same team. As Cortland Sutton seems to be the reliable safety net for the Broncos. Dylan Murray is playing the Peyton Manning route and being aggressive on those 4th down calls. He's going for, oh, wow. Tried going for Emmanuel Sanders there in the end zone, but that one will be incomplete. It was, with a lot of players leaving the Broncos, Emmanuel Sanders has actually moved up to being Dylan Murray's favorite target. He's going to have receivers draped all over him. Murray going to run. Juking ankles, breaking them. I think he broke some guy's ankles there. Thought he was about to take off. But he was pushed out late. There's Vance Joseph, the first black coach in Denver Broncos history. Definitely a way to press your new team tonight. Have your quarterback run for a gain of 20. Supposedly, according to what Vance Joseph is planning to use with his 2 power backs, it's going to be a split committee if Lindsey can't do anything. And speaking of Lindsey, it's a gain of about 3. So they're going to try to go for a running back by committee look with Royce Freeman as well, getting some carries as well. So far, they've moved Devontae Booker to special teams. I haven't really seen much from him. Murray fires, and it's the flat, and it's caught by Janovich, the big fullback, down at the 9-yard line. First down and goal for the Broncos. Yeah, I'm sure the Seahawks are standing on the sidelines and they're like, hey, what the heck, man? What do we do to you?
Broncos with their first
And there's some Bronco fans just screaming at the Seahawks, "You embarrassed us on national television." Screen pass, and that'll be 1 yard gain by Emmanuel Sanders. He is stopped by Bobby Wagner.
Sitting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket.
First quarter
to find angles to
ended tonight in Denver. The Broncos and Seahawks are sitting at 0-0 here at Invesco Field. Back here in Denver, see the Bronco defense. They've so far gotten a pretty nice rest.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Murray scrambling, and he is almost in for the touchdown. Wow, he almost got pinned. Touchdown, Broncos. Deshaun Hamilton on the 1 yard screen pass, culminating an entire quarter-long drive that ends in a score. Watch this. Watch. Dylan Murray is big in the pocket. Gets bounced around. He says, nay, nay. Gets it to Deshaun Hamilton. Broncos will take an early lead.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after.
McManus to kick. And the Broncos will take a 7-0 lead in this one.
So that one, a 13-play drive in total.
13 plays, 77 incremental yards, and the Broncos are on top. McManus to kick off. We're going to send this one deep for McKinley, who will call it touchback. As we're getting ready to see the Seattle offense tonight for the first time, headed by Mr. Mobility himself, Russell Wilson.
Gave the commencement address at the University of Wisconsin a couple of years ago. One of the most popular players ever to put on the uniform there.
He's probably one of the most marketable players today.
Now, in this stage of his career, the offense runs
With
through him, and it runs very well.
the offense basically being controlled through him. First down and 10 from the 25. Chris Carson is the deep back. And Wilson scrambling, going deep, and he is picked off. Tremaine Brock. Very first play from scrimmage tonight. The Seahawks, Russell Wilson forces a pass, and Tremaine Brock was able to play off the ball, take the ball right away. Watch this. Comes up. Tried going for his main man, Tyler Lockett. Good play for the new corner. As the Broncos will come back out onto the field.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they call it flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run into big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Fast is an understatement. Dylan Murray will line up with Philip Lindsay to the left. Taking him back. He's got one man, breaks the first down. Still trying to gouge that defense. See, going mic'd up here. Lindsey. Handoff up the middle. Wide open almost. Gets another first down.
Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now back to throw.
Murray almost gets picked off by Bobby Wagner.
Instead, second down.
Trying to play off the ball right there. Nearly got the pick.
Collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football.
Here's see how that goes. Murray hands off again. Runs to his right. Off his hand. Ball comes out. It's picked up by the Seahawks. Mingo gets the recovery. Watch this. Comes up. He tries to throw. Are they going to call a challenge?
Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. When they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot.
And Russell Wilson will come back out.
Nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now. 1st and 10, right at the 30.
And Mike Davis spins around and will get the first down for a gain of 12. Great play. Apparently, him and Shelby Harrison getting pushy.
Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Looks like the Broncos are in a full tight end set. Blitz, heavy pressure there, and he got it. Doug Baldwin with the first catch of the night for the Seahawks.
The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't make because
I know there's other coaches that look at a quarterback like that and think, are you crazy for going downfield? Russell Wilson, he's going off the Karate Kid principle. Wax on, wax off. Interception. Big gain.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
So, wow, that already got the Seattle Seahawks into Denver's red zone.
1st and 10, it's Wilson.
Harris on the big coverage. And that will be Tremaine Brock with a stop. Gain of 3 on the play. Gain of 3 on the play on Mike Davis.
Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
You see Mike Davis.
That first down completion only netted him 3.
We have reached the 2-minute warning here in Denver tonight as the Broncos are up by 7. The Seahawks are moving down the field with some laser efficiency.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around,
Halftime hits will take you out to Sports Center where Chris Berman will go over coverage from yesterday's games, including the thriller in Dallas. And Eric Berry's return to Kansas. First down, Miller gonna chase. Wilson will go. And was that Bradley? That was Bradley Chubb recording his first stop of the night and of his career, the 2018 draft pick.
Sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're
Sheds one. Russell Wilson.
The guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Broke the ankles of Bradley Roby. Third down and 1. How will the Broncos respond? And Wilson, heavy pressure, throws to the ground, incomplete. That time, heavy blitz. Looks like they're going to try a block. And the kick is up, and Janikowski, Mr. Hefty, will put 3 points on the board.
So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points.
Yes, that'll be Russell Wilson. 3 points on the board. Janikowski with 3. Janikowski's basically handling all forms of kicking this year. Langley trying to use his fullback Janovich, see if he can go anywhere, but that return gets brought to the 26. As Dylan Murway will come back out on the field. I don't think Dylan Murway intended to do that, to be perfectly honest.
Just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you enter that part of the field and to come away with nothing.
Murway drops, fires, and it's almost picked off. That will be number 30 there on the stop. It was Cortland Sutton, the intended man on the play.
They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock down and away and bring up second down.
Murway dropping on the fade. Going, almost picked off again. Keeps going to Sutton. Bobby Wagner's had a lot of deflections tonight. He's reported he's been all over the field a lot.
Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give him another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Royce Freeman is now on the field. Like it's a preseason game now. To the left side, and it is caught. Lacrosse fighting for the first. And the Seahawks are going to call a timeout. Gain of 8. Score sits at 7-3. Broncos enjoying a 4-point lead. We'll be back here at Denver right now.
So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready.
Coming up at halftime in tonight's game, we will take a look at the tribute of the man on the Broncos who made the franchise the way it is. Pat Bowlen, who passed away this past year. And we'll be throwing a video to honor his great legacy, not just in the career and not just with his Broncos, but pretty much out through the entire state of Denver. Pat Bowlen has done a lot for this country, his state, and hit his Broncos. There's quite the backspin on the punt. And how about this? Cody Wadman plants this punt at the 6-yard line. Russell Wilson is going to have to drive 90-plus yards if he wants to score.
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second.
Wilson goes, and it is stopped. Tyler Lockett with a gain of 6. As Seattle burns another one of their timeouts. By the way, if you're looking at the next game for each of these teams, the Broncos will be heading on the road to New York. 2 o'clock Eastern next Sunday on CBS. The Seahawks will have their first home game of the year. And 5 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock Pacific on Sunday against the Kansas City Chiefs. Second down and 4. Pecco on the blitz. Wilson scrambling. Misses one. And look out. Here we go. He's got the first. And Brandon Marshall almost kills him. He hasn't scrambled as much, but he has just made the Denver defense simultaneously skirt. And there's Brandon Marshall making the stupidest mistake of his career.
As the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Chris Harris talking things over with him. First down and 5 now.
5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Wilson with Mike Davis to his left.
From the gun, it's Wilson.
Wilson goes, plays the ball. Chris Harris nearly had the pick, and things getting a little chippy with him and Lockett.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So they'll come up after
That defense, without Wade Phillips, the Broncos' D is still looking pretty good, if I say so myself. Wilson on the short pass to Lockett. That one will get stopped. Third down inches. What will the play be? Throwing, and it is caught by Doug Baldwin. 8 seconds left. See what the Broncos defense will call before half. They're going to call a timeout first. 6 seconds left in the quarter.
So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Wilson going deep, and it is thrown to the ground, incomplete. Another try, 2 seconds left. And Seahawks having a little words there.
An incomplete pass on 1st down, that leads to a 2nd and 10.
Going for it all, and it is incomplete. He took a big shot, and we've officially hit halftime tonight in Denver in this defensive showdown between the Seahawks and Broncos.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much.
We'll be back in a few moments.
This abridged version of the EA Sports halftime report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Gunn.
The Seahawks will receive as we're going to kick the ball off. What will Tyler Lockett do? As that one will be a touchback.
touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better.
The Seahawks are going to have to
I would agree with that totally.
really find out something to spark that offense. Because an offense with Tyler Lockett and Russell Wilson in charge kind of hard says something when you come away with 3 points.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
1st and 10. Wilson throws incomplete. Nick Vanette was the target, so 2nd down and 10. Denver has really held the def down on offense.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Calling game. Looks like they're going to add the 2 extra tight ends to it. They do here.
2nd and 10 now.
And is caught over the middle and takes it across the 40. That'd be the 1st down for the Seahawks.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up that.
Brandon Marshall was there on the stop. 1st down and 10. And what a play by Von Miller. Out of the backfield. Big loss of 2. And it was Mike Davis that was trying to run the counter right until he met old Von Miller. Sounds like a country song. Second down and 12. Wilson with a split I formation. Got the fullback to the left. Chris Carson coming. Screen pass. And that will be gain of 4 on the play. And hard to believe I haven't seen much from Carson tonight. Gain of 4.
They can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays. And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yes.
Even extra DB out there.
Broncos taking a page out of Wade Phillips' book, doing a nickel set. Wilson, play action. Wolf on the rush. Here we go. He's going to run. And he's going to – ball comes out, and the Broncos have it. Tremaine Brock knocked it free, and Derek Wolf was right there to land on it. Goes to the left. Looks to take off. Big contact by Tremaine Brock. Watch this. Whoop! Boom! What's that show you doing on ESPN there? Air Boomer. Come on, man. Say it with me, babe. Come on, man. 1st down and 10. The Broncos are going to set up shop at the 50. Gain of 4. Really surprised that they lost the ball right there. Murway going to go for it, and he's got Sanders. And that's a 1st down. Gain of 17 for the Broncos. And Murway got hit incredibly hard by Quentin Jefferson. And that will be a gain of nothing. 2nd down and 10. Murway with the handoff to Lindsey. Breaking left side. And he will get about 4 on the play. 3rd down and 6. So it's about a mid-range situation for the Broncos.
Because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Broncos really looking for a good play here to maybe continue this drive. Murway, tough catch to Lindsey, and that will be. They're going to go for it here on 4th down again. Murway with a handoff. He's going to fake, run, get the first, break some ankles, and get the 1st down. The Broncos held possession pretty much all quarter. How about this, folks? Murway drops, fakes, he's, ooh! Big play. Murway was able to connect with Jake Butt in the back of that end zone.
And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Murway, handoff to Lindsey. Left side, still on his feet, forcing for some yards. And that'll be a 3rd down and 4. And you'd think, small guy, kind of hard, easy to tackle, kind of hard to push, but Lindsey's a strong dude.
I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need.
They've already gagged the Broncos, basically gagged the Seahawks defense. Murway, screen pass, almost batted away, but it is batted away this time.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus. And the
Brandon McManus to go for the field goal.
A chip shot here.
9 yards on the pylon. Murway, he's going to flip it to McManus. Can he go? No. Case Keenum pitched. Earl Thomas was there to stop.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
As Russell Wilson will come back onto the field this time.
Offensively, just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
Wow.
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we
Practice is going to be entertaining this week if you're out in Seattle. Carson. Oh, wow. Big. Could have been an iffy tackle there on Carson. Almost looked like it was Bradley Chubb that did a horse collar right there. He's having a quiet night so far.
Often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. It's caught Lockett.
And that'd be Tyler Lockett with the credit on the stop. The Tyler Lockett was a little shaken up there. The quarter has ended.
For this 3rd quarter of action, we'll return with more after this. This is
Hard to believe 2 lethal offenses are being stymied by each other's defense. The score is currently sitting 7-3. Seahawks down by 4.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Seahawks
with the only scoring happening in the second quarter. Watch the Broncos here. Bradley Roby is now in coverage on Tyler Lockett. There's a flag already.
And movement up front. I think this is against Seattle.
False start offense.
Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it You know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
As we get ready for 1st and 15. Going. And that'll be a gain of about 8-ish. 6. Be Nick Vanette, the Seahawks tight end. Chris Harris Jr. with his second tackle of the night.
But still an effective gain nonetheless.
Chubb on the run. And looked like Moore had the catch. It's a gain of 7. They're going to have to go for a short run.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that.
Harris splitting. First down. What a gain. How about that by Mike Davis? 12 yards on the play.
On first down, Wilson.
Wilson going to Mike Davis, who gets stopped down at the 42 of the Broncos. Slowly starting moving to Denver territory.
How can you get much more balance in this? Big time run, big time pass.
A 1-2 combination looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now it's Carson.
Another first down for the Seahawks. See what they do here.
9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And that's the big fellas about right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't
Keeping them moving so far.
to try and get him on the ground,
First down and 10.
making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Wide open.
Tyler Lockett, how about that? Nobody covered him. We have hit the 2-minute warning. Both teams have their timeouts. There are 3 timeouts. Seattle needs to score if they want to win this game in this defensive chess match. What a way to start Monday Night Football with a defensive basically fight.
Wilson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now the toss play.
As tossed to the right, it's the left. Chris Carson already going for Hail Mary here.
The Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. You look to throw.
Wilson's going to take off. He's gonna... Ball's out again! Gostis picks it up. Another run in a critical time for the Seahawks may have just spelled doom on their hopes. Justin Simmons comes in, knocks it free. Wow. They're going to be doing that against Kansas, especially when you got a guy like Eric Berry in charge. Lindsey. Oh, big flip, kick flip for the first down. Over the top of a couple defenders. Philip Lindsay having himself a standard rookie game. Kind of surprising there. Murway.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Going for it all. Triple coverage, incomplete.
Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's third down. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. As they'll
2 fumbles for Russell Wilson. 1 interception on his very first play of the game.
The call of that timeout. The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Murray running.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Out of bounds, and it is juggled, incomplete.
The pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts
As Vance Joseph
will be an important 4th down.
is chipping away at their timeouts. Drama continuing to build in Denver.
Timeout looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. The Broncos send out their punter now. And you
To
wonder,
kick.
could they possibly think about taking a safety here? He gets this one away, and boy,
It's a deep one.
Now it's Lockett.
Lockett there on the stop.
52 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Seattle
Down here in a
getting on the field at the
game,
40.
the time
Their
is
own
a factor.
inventory.
It's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run
Cover
their
3.
to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week.
1st and 10 from the 40.
On a Friday, they go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They call these plays a bunch of times.
Throws, and it's caught. Gain of 2 at a time. Like they're going to stop the clock there.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Going to throw. And how about the Broncos stopping Wilson, sort of? Or Tyler Lockett.
Time as the drive continues. They'll look to throw.
Chubb trying to go. And it's caught. And it is brought down to 17. They don't need Denver doesn't need this.
A gain of 32 that time. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Ooh, drama is really starting to build.
All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense.
First down and 10 from the 41. 17, sorry. 41 seconds left.
He's back to throw.
Wilson going.
He hits Baldwin right side.
Doug Baldwin on the right side.
Inside the 10 as he's brought
In the red zone.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Bringing the corner blitz.
Back to throw.
He's going. And it is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks.
He's going to have the first down.
How many people watching this one right here gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into the stadium.
What looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although...
What a play late. 9 seconds left.
They better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
This is going to get good. They need to block.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal.
Oh, almost blocked it.
The extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a comfort.
Seahawks
So that
may have actually escaped with an ugly win.
It all culminates with a Seattle score. Out to kick is Janikowski.
Janikowski to kick.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Sanders stuck at the 17. Oh boy, if you're sitting in Denver, you're definitely getting the price of admission.
So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position.
Do you try a field goal?
Whether you're able to get into field goal range
and go for overtime? You try to put it away. Oh, it's caught!
Give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. 4 yards on the dump off at second down.
Oh no!
Does get the spike.
Barely got the spike. Drama in Denver. But the Seahawks come away with it in an upset on Monday night. The champs upset by the road Seahawks. Final score, Seattle 10, Broncos 7. That was the play that made it happen.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughton. You've been
I don't think any of us expected this. 3 takeaways, 101 rushing yards. I don't think any of us expected this. Final score, Seahawks 10, Broncos 7. Next week on Monday Night Football, we will have a Super Bowl 38 rematch between the Carolina Panthers and the New England Patriots. Coverage begins at 7 o'clock on ESPN, Monday Night Countdown from the studio, and then at 8 o'clock on ABC, we will take you out to the stadium where we'll break down the game. Mike Tirico, Ron Jarowski, and Dennis Miller will break down the game. Then at 9 o'clock will be the telecast of Panthers and Patriots. What a game.